So one day, we went to Fridays in Greenbelt, me and my boy. We get a call. Hey, you should come down to the Go-Go with us. I said, cool. We're driving home, and apparently, the guy who I'm with is not paying attention to his rearview mirror. We pull up in front of my parents' house, and someone parks at the bottom of the hill. I saw the car as I got out, and I asked him, I said, yo, how long was that car behind us? He said, oh no, they ain't nothing. I pay attention. All right, no problem. I go in the house, I shower, and we're getting ready to go out to the Go-Go. As I walk out the house, he walks out in front of me. I look and I see two dudes across the way walking towards him with a gun. And I see my boy lay down. I take off down the street. I walk back up the street to my house. My door's open and my mom is standing there with my boy. That they just took $7,000 cash from him, his car keys and his cell phone. At this point, I knew two things. He doesn't pay attention to his surrounding. That's a problem. And I got to get away from this household because Mount Rainier, it was not a trustworthy area during that period of time. So 2 weeks later, I moved to Bowie to a nice luxury apartment. Everything's all good. I'm still moving and shaking. All of my boys live in Laurel, but I live in Bowie. So I said, I'll cancel my lease here and I'll move to Laurel. I moved to Laurel with my boy, the same one from the previous store. We get an apartment together and everything is all good. And one day he brings these guys to the house that are friends with his girlfriend. His girlfriend's from Baltimore and I love Baltimore, but these dudes look like Baltimore for real. And he introduced me to them. I said, how y'all doing, fellas? And I could see that they were kind of looking around and I didn't like that. The very next day, early in the morning, head out to the gym. And guess what? When I come back home, my door is pushed in. I'm thinking, if it was the police, they would have came while I was there. But then I start looking around and I'm noticing things missing. The very first thing I do is go to my closet and look at my safe and it's gone. His money counter is taken. The TV off the wall is taken. The PS4 is taken. So now I'm like, I made a bad decision moving to Laurel. Before I could say I was out, the apartment complex kicked us out. So now I moved to another part of Laurel by myself. And everything is all good. All my neighbors love me. I had a nice dog. Before you know it, I'm making these videos. And when I say videos, I'm talking about cooking instruction video on YouTube. And Facebook are loving it when I post these videos. I'm beginning to really think that culinary arts is my lane. This content videos that I'm putting together, very amateur-like now when I look back at them, but everybody starts somewhere. Let's fast forward to about 2 years down the road. One of my boys gets his door kicked in. They arrest him. His girlfriend calls me. Oh my gosh, they just took him. I'm like, who? Secret Service. He gets out, the other individual in the case. They kick his door in. The other individual, kick his door in. I just know I'm next. 3 of them gone, it's just me left, but they never come and get me. All 3 of them get out and they all call me and they say, you need to go turn yourself in. They keep asking about you. So I make the executive decision to go turn myself in. Secret Service, U.S. Marshals come pick me up. That ride was the longest ride from Anne Arundel County to the U.S. Eastern District Courthouse. When I got to that courthouse, better yet, back up. That drive, when I asked him questions like, why didn't you come to my home? He said, we didn't know where you stayed at. We thought you lived with your mother. They said, you don't have any places in your name, but we see all your YouTube videos and we see all the cooking you're doing. But they said it was very honorable that I turned myself in, and once I go in front of the court, they would let me out, like they did everyone else. I get there and I stand in front of the judge at the Eastern District of Virginia, and he tells me that I am going to remain in the custody of U.S. Marshals because I'm a flight risk. I'm confused because I'm now wondering how am I a flight risk? I'm an American, don't know how. And I stayed there, and this is my first long prison sentence in a county jail.